The rotor disc is a circular area swept by the rotating blades over the helicopter. The airflow over this disc is what allows the helicopter to generate lift and thrust. The direction and characteristics of the airflow changes depending on the helicopter's flight conditions. In a hover, the airflow over the rotor disc is primarily vertical. The rotor blades push air downward, creating an equal and opposite reaction that generates lift and keeps the helicopter stationary in the air. When hovering close to the ground, the rotor downwash interacts with the ground itself, reducing the overall induced flow, increasing lift efficiency. This phenomenon is known as ground effect. In forward flight, the airflow over the rotor disc is both horizontal and slightly vertical. The rotor disc is tilted forward and the helicopter moves into the oncoming air. The relative wind flows horizontally across the rotor disc from front to back. As the helicopter moves forward, this airflow is faster over the advancing side, or increasing lift, and slower over the retreating side, or decreasing lift, leading to a dissymmetry of lift. However, during autorotation, when the helicopter's engine is not driving the rotor and the helicopter is descending, the airflow direction through the rotor disc is upward. This upward airflow keeps the rotor blades spinning and generates lift without engine power. During autorotation, the rotor disc is then divided into three regions when viewed from the top. The driven region is near the blade tips, where drag exceeds thrust. The driving region, which is in the middle portion of the rotor blades, where airflow pushes the blades, providing the rotational force needed to keep the rotor spinning. And then there's a stall region near the blade root, where airflow is too slow to generate effective lift. There's also something called translational lift. As a helicopter transitions from a hover to forward flight, it begins to encounter translational lift. When the helicopter reaches about 16 to 24 knots of forward speed, the rotor disc begins to encounter undisturbed air. The airflow becomes smoother and more streamlined as the helicopter gains forward speed, reducing the induced drag and improving the overall lift efficiency. The direction of the airflow over the rotor disc varies depending on the helicopter's flight mode. Don't worry too much about this. Pretty soon this is going to become second nature. You'll strap on the helicopter and it'll be like you're not even having to think about any of this stuff. Thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about helicopters, I have a free getting started course down below. I also have a course on how to pay for flight school, and my main course is literally teaching people how to get their private license. I'd love to help you out. We'll see you in the next video.